Hello Internet, my name is Joe, PureFazz, and this is Titanfall Beta, because I got a key, yeah! So, in this video, there's going to be two games shown, one in one map, one in the second. There's only two maps in the beta, so you see everything pretty much. And yeah, this is going to be my early impression / review type thing show. And so, this map is called Angel City, which is, as the name would suggest, a very built up urban area. It's got all the high-tech futuristic stuff that you'd expect from a game set in the future, and there's a lot of buildings you can do nice parkour jump from, and yeah, it's a very tight map. There's a lot of tight spaces. You go inside most of the buildings, if not all of them, and yeah, it's a neat map. The second map that you get is called Fracture, which is more of a countryside natural map. It's a lot more open spaces where a sniper glass would do better. So yeah, in the beta there's three game types. The first one is Last Titan Standing, which is where you start off in Titans, and if they all die you lose, but you can still run around as a pilot, but if the Titans die you lose. This is attrition, and this game mode gets a little bit crazy. As you can see here, it gets a little bit crazy. Sometimes there's a lot of people in a room, and you just kick everywhere. But yeah, attrition is just straight up team deathmatch with a little bit of a twist, in the sense that it really doesn't make a huge amount of difference about whether or not you kill pilots as opposed to the AI, because, okay, so it's a 6v6, all of the games are 6v6, which sounds small compared to like Battlefield having 64 players, and like even Team Fortress 2's got 32 player game types. But 6v6 works well because there are these AI, they call them minions. I don't know if that's like an ode to League of Legends or something, I don't know. But yeah, it means that when you find a pilot, you're genuinely like, crap, this is a risk now. Killing AI is easy, it's fine, it's easy, it's fun, it's stuff to kill. But when you're against a pilot, you shit yourself a little bit, because they can kill you just as easily as you can kill them, which sometimes isn't as easy as it sounds, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so anyway, the other game mode is called Hard Point, which is like a domination kind of game mode. There's 3 points, you capture them all, you gain points, depending on how many you got. It's fair. I mean, I've never been a big fan of objective-based games. I just want to kill people. I better not hear that in court one day. But yeah, so those are the game types. My first impressions of the game are, oh my god, this game is beautiful. Look, just graphically, you can see me jumping everywhere trying to get on the back of this Titan. But it is so stunning, it's just wow, oh my god, I love it so much. I haven't had this much fun with an FPS since Halo 4, and I love Halo. I was actually pretty good at Halo as well. Definitely not as good at Halo, definitely not as good at this as I was at Halo, but my god, this is so fun. Just everything about it, like, you can go anywhere. The parkour really gives you freedom. It feels great. It's so slick. It's fluid. It's smooth. But yeah, so first impressions, it is very, very pretty, and it's very fluid, smooth. You've always got something to do, mainly because of the AI. That I think that's a really intelligent decision by the developers, Respawn. But yeah, so mechanic-wise in the game, as you've seen, there's parkour. Parkour exists, which is awesome. It's like Mirror's Edge, but with more gunplay. Because Mirror's Edge had an amount of gunplay, but you couldn't free run and do gunplay. And in this, anything you think that you could do, like parkour-wise, you can do it. Like, you can actually, like, I didn't actually do it in any of the games I'm about to show you, or that I am showing you, but you can, if you so desire, completely just, like, run onto a wall, hold down the aim button, and then you stick to the wall and you can just shoot from the wall. It feels so cool. You just feel like a I don't know what's the best way to say it. It's like a super soldier. That's probably a better way of saying it, yeah. You feel powerful and in control. It's great. But yeah, so mechanic-wise, parkour is so fun. It's just fresh, it's new, it's innovative. I don't think any FPS has ever done it properly before. Brink tried it, but that was really class-based, and I mean, I never liked Brink anyway. But yeah, So mechanics-wise, parkour is awesome. There is also reloading. Reloading in this game is a bit weird. It's not normal. It's not the standard. In normal games, I mean, I reload a lot. Like, in Halo, I would use the DMR, fire a shot, and reload so that I was back to full clip. But in this game, if you do that, you lose a magazine. It's not done by ammo count, it's done by magazine. So you can see in the bottom right, it says my ammo counter 10, and then above it, it's got like the symbol of the magazine, and it says ×9. If I reloaded now to 11, I would go down to 8 magazines. So I've just wasted 10 bullets. I can't get those back, which is really interesting. It's more realistic, definitely. I mean, FPSs have been using the cheating reset counter for ages now, to no real loss. But yeah, it's really cool. It's a nice mechanic. I think it's actually taught me to be a little bit more intelligent about how I play things out, gunplay wise. So yeah, this is a cool mechanic. This is called rodeoing, where you climb on the back of a Titan and you can shoot at its core, which completely bypasses the shield, because the shield on the Titan is quite tough. It's very hard to kill a Titan. You're about to see a Titanfall. It looks awesome. Oh my god, yeah. Look how... Oh, that was just slick. But yeah, so you got parkour, there's reloading. There's also these things called burn cards, which I'm not a huge fan of, but if they want to exist, then yeah, sure. But what they are basically is you use them for... so you get these cards when you level and kill people with using the cards currently. And it's interesting because you get a perk, or like a special perk based on what the card says. And look at that, Jay. That's stunning. That lens flare though. It's like Michael Bay film. But yeah, anyway, the burn cards, you get like a perk and then they go away when you die. Well, they're basically stolen actually. The person that killed you gets that card and you lose it. But I don't know, I think it's a bit of a cheat mechanic. I don't think it needs to exist, but it does. This looks awesome. Look at that. Just the parkour mixed with combat and jumping on and rodeoing. That you can't get that in any other FPS that I've ever played. It's so cool. But yeah. So you're about to see that we're about to lose this game. You can see in the bottom that they only need 3 kills to win. And so you're about to see something called the epilogue, which it should show very, very quickly. There you go. See. So we lost, but instead of just saying you lost, game over, you're done, and everyone freezing in their spot, which happens in Call of Duty, you have what's called an epilogue. So you all have to get to a dropship and evacuate. And this was actually the only time that I ever managed to evacuate. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so you have to get to this dropship. The other team has to either stop you or kill the dropship. You don't really gain anything. You get XP, which I mean, there's a max level of 14 in this beta, so XP really doesn't make much of a difference. You play about 6 hours and you'll have got there. But as you can see, I was freaking out a little bit because I was like, oh no, can I get there? And then there was no one actually there, which is surprising. Usually they're camped out there. But yeah, it's cool. Look, so I get in the dropship and then get XP for just getting there. And then actually no one made it back, so I got XP for being the only one who made it. But yeah, it's a cool experience actually. And then it does this weird stretch thing. I'm not so sure about the stretch. But yeah, so that's cool. That's a nice feature. It's different from saying you lose or you win. I like it. So yeah, those are the mechanics. Weapon-wise, there are not many weapons in the beta. That's because it's a beta, right? You just have to get past that fact. There's maybe 5 weapons. You get the smart pistol, which is one that I use in these games. There's a assault rifle, which is just standard shotgun. A sort of sniper rifle / Halo 4 DMR-esque. It's actually called a DMR, but I mean it's a good sniper rifle. And there is an SMG, which I haven't even tried. I haven't even tried the shotgun either, actually, but it looks powerful. But yeah, so weapon-wise, you got an amount of variety. You can see here I'm going into like specifications of stuff because I really wanted the enhanced target, which I actually got by the second game because I skipped a little bit. The power of editing. But yeah, so you get these weapons. There's grenades. There's like a electric EMP grenade, which is quite nice actually. And there's a frag grenade. And personally, I would only ever use the EMP because you still do damage. I mean, I actually killed someone in that first game with the grenade, throwing it through a window, which was complete luck, by the way. And yeah, so you also get... Oh, look, this is me choosing a burn card here. So I chose one that makes me run faster. And my god, you can tell that I'm running faster. So it's quite cool. And it's good for the start of the game. You get some that like decreases your Titan build time, which is I think 4 minutes from when you start, and then it decreases as you kill people. But yeah, so that's quite cool. You also have a cloak, so you can press Q and you get a cloak. And unlike games like Crisis, where you get a cloak and the less you move, the longer it will last, it actually makes no difference. You can sprint while cloaked in this. But I think the most interesting part about that cloak is that when you're cloaked, it's actually still quite easy for people to see you. Like, if you're cloaked, you can see. Like, even the smart pistol locks onto cloaked people. But in the Titan, my god, you can't see anyone when they're cloaked. It's really weird, and it's cool though because it makes sense. It's a digital display as opposed to being your eyes. So you know, like canon-wise, if you want to call it a canon, then it does make sense. So let me explain the smart pistol that I'm using. This is like really, I think the only way to win in attrition, because attrition is about killing anyone. They don't care about whether you're killing pilots or not. If you kill the AI, then you're doing fine. But yeah, so the smart pistol will lock on automatically to any enemy, and depending on whether it's a pilot, Spectre, or just Grunt, it'll take longer to lock on. So like you can see here, I'm locking onto a pilot, but it's taking a while, so in the end I just go for the melee kill. But yeah, so the smart pistol is a really interesting weapon. I enjoy using it. It's fun. You feel powerful with it, despite the fact it's like a crappy little pistol. But yeah, it's a nice futuristic element, which is what the game is going for after all. It's going after a futuristic feel. As you can see, I died. You get a kill cam, you can instant respawn, which I always do, because no rest for the wicked. But yeah, so, good timing. Now talk about the Titans. I think I actually show a Titanfall straight from the sky here. Oh, no I don't. But yeah, so you get this timer, and your Titanfall falls in a very dramatic, cool way. You get in, and you have an instant switch of game mode. It is now less about running and being stealthy, well maybe not stealthy, but being fast and swift. It is now about who can punch your enemy faster, or who can shoot more bullets at the other person. So it's a completely new style of gameplay compared to playing as the pilot. As the Titan, you get the F special ability and the Q. The Q is this shield that catches bullets, so you can fire them back at people, as you've seen. And the F is to fire like a salvo of rockets. My one, I made it so that they lock on, but some of them you can have it so that it just fires a salvo and you just point in the direction that you want to shoot. It can get crazy as time, as you can see here. It just goes mental. But, I mean, the Titans are tough. Like, it's hard to kill a Titan. I like rodeoing them because it's challenging, because sometimes they'll just get out and murder you. But if they don't, then, I mean, you've really helped out your team by not doing much. As you can see, it's very easy to kill anyone as the Titan. But yeah, playing as the Titan is fun. It's as fun as playing as the pilot. I wasn't such a big fan of it at first. I think in the end they probably will do a pilot-only game mode, because that's what people have been asking for quite a lot. But yeah, well, you also have this damage core, which I don't think I ever use. You press V to activate it. It just means that you have an increase in damage. As you can see, you can run people over. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, this is where my Titan dies, I believe. But yeah, so you'll see the eject sequence, which I think is the most genius thing of this whole game. It feels thrilling. You get a rush. Do I die here? I'm pretty sure I die here. Oh well. But yeah, you can see those Spectres I was shooting at there, they're actually quite dangerous. Like, even though they're AI controlled. Okay, yeah, so I'm about to eject now. So this is... That's so cool. Spamming the E button to eject it feels thrilling. You're like, shit, gotta eject, E. But yeah, it's great. As you can see, the smart pistol is pretty awesome. And, yeah, I love this game. It's so cool. My overall... I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. I rarely buy a game at full price, but this one I'm gonna have to invest the £40 or your relative currency money into. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna purchase this game. It's so cool. It It just feels good. It feels right. There are FPSs, like, I mean, I don't play Call of Duty very much, but it feels... Call of Duty is fair enough, but it's maybe not quite as fast as it could be. And not quite as tactical as an FPS might or should be. As you can see, I'm a big fan of rodeoing. I think it's really important. I always switch to the pistol, or try to switch beforehand, so that I'm not using my smart pistol, because the ammo is actually quite valuable. But yeah, so now we won, so the enemy team has to get away here. And they do get away, yeah, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's so cool. Like, winning or losing, you're having fun, which is the most important part. For a beta, I am not seeing like any glitches at all. It's really slick, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure it's more of a stress test than anything. I think that has been said by the developers. But yeah, that was 2 games of Titanfall and my early impressions of it. Please like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. And I'll be back again soon. See ya.